everybody, I'm Allie, and this is my Y&R chat vlog for Sunday, April 18th. And everyone knows the world's best place to murder someone and get away with it is a policeman's ball, right? And the world's best murder weapon is, of course, a pen. So, it appears that Adam is dead and that Victoria killed him. But I think we all know that that's not the case, right? First things first, I would like to know from you guys, does anyone believe that Adam is actually dead? I think that's a really big question because while I would like to believe that one of our suspects repeatedly plunged a blunt pen, expensive pen, into Adam's chest repeatedly, many times, over and over, just killing him slowly and painfully. I think it's far more likely that the body in the basement is not Adam's. We've talked before about the man and his son that Adam met at the diner prior to being hospitalized. The guy had the same body type, he had the same height, he had the same hair. I think he definitely could have switched. I don't know exactly how Adam would have manipulated the body identification results, the DNA tests, but I do know that Adam is a man with a plan, and he's just too evil to die. I just can't imagine that Adam is dead, but I'm curious to know what you guys all think about that. And all of this being said, something happened in the basement at the athletic club. The question is what? It seems that Victor, Nick, Ashley, and Patty were all in the vicinity at the time, and they're the main suspects in my mind. There was a physical altercation, aka Victor backslapped Adam, and then the lights went out. So I think that either everyone in the basement sincerely thinks that someone else killed him and they don't really care who it is. Like maybe Victor thinks Nick did it and Nick thinks Victor did it, and it's just kind of this unspoken, well, somebody killed Adam and we don't really care who it was. Or I think that maybe someone in the basement thinks that they actually killed Adam. It's quite possible. Either way, what we have on our hands here is a good old-fashioned murder mystery, and I love it. I love the time gaps that they did this week. They were showing these black and white flashbacks very early on in the week, allowing us to kind of put the puzzle pieces together from different characters' perspectives. There was the black and white mug shots. It's very interesting the way they've chosen to tell the story. I really liked the black and white mug shots. I thought that Nick had a very sexy mug shot. I don't know exactly how it is that Nick can look good in a mug shot, but he definitely did. He could make a paper sack look sexy, and he got a new haircut this week, which I really like, and I wanted to mention. But I think, I mean, they pretty much did mugshots for everyone in Genoa City who could have possibly done it, but I think that if someone killed Adam or thinks they killed Adam, the most likely suspects are, number one, Victor. Because I got the impression that Victor would have killed Adam at the cabin if Adam hadn't escaped. Nick is number two, because Nick has a tendency to be violent, and he has a motive considering what Adam did with his child. Ashley is the third suspect, because I think she would have killed Adam purely out of passion. Adam tortured Ashley more than anyone else in Genoa City. And then I think the fourth suspect is Patty. Adam was the only one to know the secret about Patty's identity. And how did Jack's handkerchief get shoved into Adam's mouth? That's a good question. I honestly see Patty as the most likely suspect if anyone killed Adam, or killing who she thought was Adam. I think, though, that Victoria is the least likely of everyone, except maybe Nikki. I think Victoria is the very least likely person to have killed Adam. Being the owner of the pen that killed him, it means nothing. And she's certainly not the only one in Genoa City who didn't have an alibi, or a good alibi. Anybody could have stolen that pen. So, come on, I don't know. Plus, at this point, when Chance made the arrest of Victoria, he already had Nick's bloody coat, plus he had the handkerchief. So there were just too many factors to focus on Victoria as the murderer. But at any rate, I really like where Y&R is going with this. I like the way that the story is being told. I like the way, just sort of stylistically, the way we're seeing the story unfold. I'm happy to have a break from Adam, even if he's not dead. It's nice to get a break from him. And I'm just looking forward to discovering the truth. Two other notes that I wanted to mention. Number one, Nikki is back to blonde. And you know, I really liked the brown hair. I thought it was a nice change. I'm all for change. But I do have to admit that there is something very homey about her classic blonde hairstyle. So welcome back, Nikki's blonde hair. And my other point that I wanted to make, it's more of a question. Why is Phyllis still in the wheelchair? Is there something more to this? Did the actress get in some kind of accident and now she has to be in a wheelchair? I would love to know, because it's just killing me watching her being wheeled around everywhere. So leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts about that question and about the whole murder mystery. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Well, Victoria might not be the best mother in the world, but filing for full custody, I mean, JT knew exactly what he was getting into with this family, so surely he cannot be surprised at the antics of the Newmans. And plus, I just feel like using the courts to resolve a personal issue, you know, I mean, you're adults, you have a son, work it out. I don't know. I feel like JT, you know, everybody's talking a lot about the best interest of Reed, and JT treating Victoria like she's a pariah is not in Reed's best interest in any way, shape, or form. And Victoria doesn't show up at the custody hearing, so JT automatically gets full custody without any argument, without any evidence, and the judge refused to rule in Victor's favor, even though he got into the steam room with him with his shirt off? What is going on with justice in Genoa City? Well, we the fans asked for more Lauren, and we got it. The Young and the Restless, now with twice as much Tracy Bregman. I bet she is just a joy to work with. I love her. And it's a little fun to watch this new naughty version of Lauren, but I don't want it to last too long. Don't get me wrong, Michael and Lauren are my couple, and I'm not liking this. So, Sarah Smythe is Sheila's magical, long-lost sister, and now the motive for Ryder and Daisy wanting to get back at Lauren is the fact that Lauren killed their mother. I don't know, I kind of feel like, I feel a little bit let down with this twist, I have to say. It sort of feels like, well, we couldn't get Kimberlyn Brown, the original actress who played Sheila, to come back as Sheila, and now all of the fans are expecting Sheila, so we're just gonna do this doubling thing. I don't know. I feel like this is a lot of doubling going on in Y&R at one time, and it feels a little bit like a backup plan. I mean, Patty and Emily are both doubling as someone else. Apparently they have the same plastic surgeon, by the way. I would love to see this plastic surgeon's business card. I bet it says, making you look like someone else for over 25 years. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, it's such a leap in the first place, and now we have to make that leap again. I don't know. It's a little bit of a disappointment, but most of all, I just need for Michael to not fall for this, okay? Michael is the smartest man in Genoa City, and I can't stand to see him being fooled. It's hard enough watching Jack being fooled, and now watching Michael get fooled too. It's just too painful. But this Sarah Smythe, she has some balls. She really does. There are so many ways that this whole plan can go awry for her. And it's pretty clear to me that this is not the Lauren that we know and love. So now the only question is, will the real Lauren and Jana escape from the abandoned carnival cage before the fake Lauren can do any more damage to the real Lauren's life? I can't believe I just said that sentence. Tune in next week and find out. And I'll see you guys next week to talk about it. Have a great one. Bye.